Hi guys, Jared here with Day Traders FX. I hope you're having a great day. We've got some good stuff to talk about. Let's get right to it. Quick look at U.S. markets. Dow and S&P up another good day on those. 125 points so far up on the Dow, and we're up, over a little over 10 points on the S&P, kind of bouncing around that general area. We don't have too much news due out the rest of the day. We've seen a few things like the CPI for the U.S. and UK, some building permit news, and so on. If we look at what's coming in tomorrow, that's the big news, and it's all about the FOMC. That's all that matters on dollar pairs. The MPC meeting minutes will be a big deal, and the FOMC stuff is going to be huge. And chances are we're not going to get a lot of really good movement until after that news. There may be some things that happen, but I think the risk is going to be pretty messy and pretty high. Okay, let's look at things here. This euro dollar so far is just chopping around. It's breaking the highs. It's finally above 134.00. That's been a tough thing to accomplish, but we're above 134.00. I'm still looking to get short against this trend line, against the monthly resistance, kind of all in that general area. You can see monthly resistance is right around 135. 50, 60, and that trend line extends up to just shy of 135.00. So still in that area. I'm looking to get short on the euro dollar. So, but again, I'm just probably definitely not going to do anything until the news, until after the news tomorrow. We have some, excuse me, missed weekly pivots you can see from last week, which will be some nice targets. That's around 131.65 area. So I'm definitely holding out for that, and I think we'll get some of that. But for the moment, the euro looks pretty bullish. I think it could be bought against 134.00, even 133.90. The previous high of last week. There's a possible area for some short-term pips on that, but like I said, I'm not going to mess around with that too terribly much. Pound dollar has played out pretty nicely from some of the things we talked about yesterday, if you remember in the daily video. This channel right here held in there pretty nicely. We had a nice turn off of this area, and the pound dropped about 140 pips. It's pulled back quite a bit, not a ton, but we have this nice 4-hour hammer right here. That has caused quite a bit of retracement, 70-80 pips of retracement right there, so that's holding in there pretty nicely. I still overall want to get short pound dollar, but a little bit closer to 158.00. So somewhere between 157.50 and 158.00 would be a great area to get short. But again, not going to do anything until the FOMC meeting minutes come up, so we'll be looking for that. Aussie dollar is moving around a little bit. We have this nice little 1-hour shooting star. It did make a little bit of a run down. As I mentioned in the video yesterday, I want to get long Aussie dollar somewhere between 94.00 and 94.40ish area. You can see that it hit basically 94.40, bounced off it a good little bit, and it's coming back down again. I want to break this low and get in closer to this low down here. So again, 94.00 would be kind of an ideal area to look at getting long against this low, so that we can minimize our risk, just in case that Aussie is planning on plowing right through the lows, which is a possibility. So still interested in getting long against this area. If the FOMC news comes out tomorrow and really spikes this thing down, then the closer we can get in, excuse me, to this low of 93.25, the better off we are. But still 94.00 seems like a pretty decent area to get long on the Aussie dollar. So I'll be looking for that. Our yen trades have played out very nicely. Excuse me, good grief. The trade last week, going into the week, was against this one daily hammer here, and you can see that it's held above that 124.95 very nicely. And just today, we've seen some pretty good rallies, pretty consolidated, and we broke that high, which we talked about yesterday as well, and it's rallied up 100 pips or so above that. So it's playing out really, really nicely. I think that's going to continue to be in play, but I am going to watch these trend lines. So remember, we've got this nice little ascending trend line forming, so watch for breaks back below 127.00 to get short, possibly, and trade back down to these lows and breaks of these lows, and we'll talk about some opportunities to buy. But again, not going to do much on the yen either until the FOMC news. Still watching this pound yen. Now, of course, if we get a break of about 149.45 area, then I think there's a quick short-term couple of pips to grab on the break up there. But likewise, I think we have a good opportunity for this little descending trend, or excuse me, ascending trend line right here. Somewhere in the 148.40-50 area might be a good place to catch a breakout short to test these lows. So I'm going to be watching and looking for that. But this is just a quick video. These are just a few things I'm looking at because really, for the most part, I'm holding out on everything and I'm waiting for the news to break tomorrow morning before I start to get really deep into the markets. But still, the levels stand. Pound yen 147.10 is a major level. You can see a lot of wicks getting up there. We're getting some shooting stars going up there, which means that the pressure should still continue a little bit to the downside. And euro yen is a little more bullish, but still we have to watch that 124.95 for it bounces and breaks. So those are going to be some crucial levels to watch. So let's keep our eyes out for that. Probably a pound yen trade coming up, possibly an Aussie dollar trade coming up, and the rest of them we're kind of just watching and waiting. So best of luck, guys, and I will be checking in throughout the day and looking for anything else we need to update and post. And really, for the most part, we're waiting for the news to hit tomorrow with the FOMC. Thanks a bunch for watching, everyone. Make sure to follow me on on Twitter, excuse me, at DayTradersFX. Thanks, guys.